The lighthouse at Hook has been here for over 800 years, but there's been a light on Hook Head, according to legend, from the 5th century, when St. Duvan came and established his monastery here. He quickly established a beacon on the headland. It's actually the oldest intact working lighthouse in the world. The visitor centre has been open here now for about 15 years, and it's been developing all the time. So now we have a big grass area here for kids and families to play on, picnic area, lots of games for kids. The guided tours of the lighthouse are great fun, and they run every half hour. And it gives you the history of the lighthouse, so it's over 800 years of lighthouse keeping stories. We have a cafe, gift shop, we have barbecues and lots of fun and games all summer long. The tower is actually a castle. It's a Juliet stone circular tower, so it is as it was in medieval times inside. You're walking through 800 years of history. A lot of different people have lived there over the years, so from monks at the start, and then lay people in the from 1600 up to the 1800s. The care of the light was with lay people, and they would have had their families here. So 2 families would have been living in the tower at that time until the keepers' houses were built in the 1860s. None of the lighthouses are manned in Ireland anymore. We were the second last lighthouse to go fully automatic in '96, and then the last one was the Bailey in Howth in '97. So the Commissioners of Irish Lights run all the lighthouses of Ireland. They've recently opened up some of the other lighthouses that are suitable for public viewing. So there's 12 lighthouses now in the Great Lighthouses of Ireland under Commissioners of Irish Lights. It's a great spot. It's easy to get to the Hook, you know, really. We're not too far away from Dublin and all the South Counties. And it's very handy access, you know, to be so coastal and yet not so remote, you know, so we're pretty handy to get to from most places. The Hook Peninsula is kind of a hidden gem, really, you know, so once you get onto the peninsula, there's really a lot for families and everybody to do. So it's a great spot just to relax. The scenery is something else. We're famous for geology. The flora and fauna is great. In the winter time you might see whales. There's scuba divers, anglers. There's always a variety of things happening, you know, so even just to relax and people watch, it's a great place to be. There's all the outdoor amenity areas, and we have a free exhibition there which details the role of the Irish Coast Guard in the area and in you know, keeping people safe. And we have an exhibition on whales and dolphins with some information and skeleton pieces. So there's lots of information here for everybody to learn a little bit and have some fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really enjoyable.
Warm.
Yeah, it was very warm now, considering the breeze and the wind outside. It was very, very warm.
Interesting. The old light, yeah, and how one brick keeps it all in place.
Very good, you were listening. When you come in, you've all the stuff to do outside as well as all the stuff to do inside. And I mean, it's very windy and blustery today, but even weather-wise necessarily, it doesn't really hamper your enjoyment when you come here, because there's stuff to do outside, but there's also the stuff to do inside and the tour and everything. And it's very kid-focused, I think, very family-focused. So really enjoyed it, definitely come again, it's great.
And if you'd like your family to take part in our Summer Family Fun series, just log on to www.fun.ie/TV3 to find out how.